If you're looking at LEVOIT's cordless vacuum lineup and trying to figure out whether to step up to LVAC-300 is actually worth it over the LVAC-200, this video is going to answer that. LEVOIT sent both of these over to us to test, and as always, you're getting an unfiltered look based on real testing. I put both through hard floors, carpet, airflow and suction, and noise levels, and I'll be sharing the results as we go. Stick around to the end because there are some major differences between these two that aren't obvious from the product pages, and they're going to make your decision a lot clearer.
So this is the flower test. Started off with medium speed. Pretty similar performance, actually. I couldn't really tell a difference. Let's try the Cocoa Krispies. Okay, so I have noticed that the suction is really only effective from the front. If I pull from the back, it actually drags some of the Rice Krispies backwards. This is medium. So after running 3 tests, it looks like it's nearing the max line already. I'll probably be emptying this before I begin the test on the hard floor. Removing the canister is very simple. All you gotta do is push this button right here and it pops right off with one single click. And then from here, you can empty it by pushing this button right here. Super simple. You can just kind of shake that off. For this next test, we're gonna try the turbo mode on hardwood floors. Yeah, so this roller goes all the way up to here, but I was able to suction it off regardless. So that's pretty impressive. All right, well, as you can see, there is some buildup. It doesn't quite get all of it, especially if you're going to be in a corner like that. All right, time to test out the LVAC-300. Oh, wow, well, that did noticeably better for the LVAC-300 for a single pass compared to the 200. Try the LVAC-300 on turbo mode. All right, same result. Now we're gonna test the airflow. I've attached an anemometer to the end of this and formed a seal with some masking tape. I know not exactly scientific equipment here, but we're gonna give it a shot and give you a general idea of a suction power. So let's go ahead and turn this on. All right, level 1. Level 2, and level 3. All right, about 5 meters per second for the LVAC-300. Let's try the LVAC-200 now. So level 1, level 2, and level 3. All right, time for the decibel levels. Let's go ahead. Max it out. Okay, around 92.3 on max for LVAC-300. And around 89 decibels for the LVAC-200, which makes sense due to the more powerful engine here. So let's bring it all together. Before I get into the differences, there's a lot these two have in common, and that's worth acknowledging. Both vacuums are genuinely easy to use, single button operation, fast startup, and kind of clean that doesn't require you to think too hard about it. The rollers on both are anti-tangle and they can be easily removed for cleaning, which if you've ever dealt with a vacuum roller that's completely wrapped in hair, you know how much that matters. Now for the differences, and this is where things get interesting. The biggest gap between these two is power. In my airflow and suction test, the LVAC-300 came in at least 20% more powerful than the LVAC-200. And that gap didn't just show up in controlled testing, it showed up in real life use too. If you're vacuuming anything beyond light dust and the occasional crumb, that extra power is something you're going to feel. For pet owners specifically, the LVAC-300 comes with a powered pet brush accessory and it's a genuine game changer. The LVAC-200 has a bristled pet tool as well, but there's a meaningful difference in how effective each one is in practice. If you have pets and pet hair is a regular part of your cleaning routine, the powered brush on the 300 alone might be enough to make the decision for you.
Battery is another meaningful difference. The LVAC-200 runs a 2200 milliamp hour battery versus the 300, it's a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which translates to roughly 10 minutes more runtime. Now, depending on the size of your space, that extra time could be the difference between finishing a full clean and one charge or not. On the minor side, the LVAC-300 has a slightly longer crevice tool, which helps with getting into tighter spaces, and it has an LED display showing battery life as a percentage, which is a small but genuinely useful quality of life upgrade over guessing how much charge you have left. Is the upgrade worth it? If you have pets, need more power, or want the peace of mind of a longer battery life like the LVAC-300, this makes a strong case. If your cleaning needs are lighter and the budget matters, the LVAC-200 is still a solid vacuum that covers the basics well. If this comparison helped you make a decision, drop a like and follow along. This is exactly the kind of side-by-side testing I do on every product. Links to both vacuums are in the description below, and if you want to see how these cordless options stack up against corded power, my next video is a head-to-head between the Shark Navigator Lift-Away Deluxe versus the Bissell CleanView, two of the most popular corded vacuums out there. That video is on screen right now. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.